My dad lives in a trunk, yeah, is about two young people in a relationship who are getting pretty, you know, serious, and they're starting
the next level.
Yeah, and that means meeting each other's parents.
Yeah. His dad lives in a trunk, so he's a little terrified to introduce his girlfriend to his dad because that's a little weird.
Yeah,
so
he's like super weird, kind of crazy, does a lot of weird things.
Luckily, we got Jim to play the role of the eccentric dad. Seemed to be written perfectly for him.
And he's a joy to have on set. He really is.
He even shaved his legs for the movie.
It's like we write a part, like specifically like for Jim, like we put in like a crazy like older guy, just because we want Jim to be in our movies.
I'll be getting really mad and frustrated, and Jim will be like, all right, it's okay, we'll just keep shooting.
He was very needy and demanded many things.
I would give him water. I would pour the water into his mouth because that was too much work for him to do it.
I mean, everyone was good to work with, except for Jarvis.
I don't like him.
The biggest diva I've ever met. I agreed to be his personal assistant.
Why'd you do that?
I feel like every time I got my head out of that trunk and I looked over and I would just see Kyle on set with Jenna like holding an umbrella over his head because the sun like harms him.
Oh, he didn't want to get a sunburn.
He couldn't get a sunburn.
He bossed Jenna around very badly, treated her like a slave. It was quite sad to watch.
Challenges on set, there really hasn't been too many.
Working with Katie was a major challenge.
Working with Jenna, because she's a pill.
It was pretty hard for the lake scenes because it was really uneven grounds.
There was a lot of trash just around that area that we used to help level the track.
Oh yes, we were trying to do a James Cameron homage to the famous car scene.
So we had an idea for the smokers on the crew to just go in the car.
I'm not sure why they thought it would work, but they tried it anyway.
They looked like they were dying.
It was really bad.
So they didn't even last 2 minutes in there.
Originally it was supposed to be, you know, the whole Titanic thing, but we just changed it so the car was rocking.
So we had Mike Berman and Dallin behind it.
Shaking.
I think they still had a good time. We were shooting outside, and we were trying to get a couple scenes done before Morgan had to go to a rehearsal. We were also working around this with the blowhorn, who was waiting for us to say action and waiting for the scene to get going before we would start blowing it. And Morgan ended up being about 20 minutes late to her rehearsal, I believe, at the end of that. But she was the one that was most willing to go find this man and hunt him down. Became beat him up and take care of the situation herself.
The last couple years, like there's just been this thing with our C-47s, which are, you know, clothespins.
Chaz had a bunch of clothespins to help set up lights.
And Tim started talking about how, because we picked up the clothespins, and he started talking about how it'd be a fun game to play, like
pin them on their backs, right on their clothes, so then they walk around and they look like an idiot.
Or in their hair. One was in my hair.
Yeah.
I put one in Katie's hair.
If you get it on without anybody noticing, then I guess you won.
And she had him on her like constantly. Like she never could tell.
Beth too. Beth was really
Beth
upset
is
about it.
I was the first victim of the game. I was like itching my back or something, and I found a clothespin.
Bam.
And I freaked out. I yelled.
It's just a game, guys.
It's all fun and games.
Where did all these wolves come from?
Wanna miss a thing, even when I dream of you.
I think it's gonna be good. This is the same thing we say every year. I think
it's gonna be bad. I think the director was really bad.
the director sucked.
The director sucked.
The assistant director is really good though. No?
I don't know.
And I think it was really good.
I hope you enjoyed
I mean, we say it every year, like, oh, it was such a great shoot, oh, it was so much fun, oh, we loved working together. And I think this year it was actually true.